Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my assembly. My name's Gavin Brooks. I'm a new assistant head teacher, having started here in January. Yes, it's been a strange start, and I would much rather us be in a position where I could present an assembly to you uh, in the hall with us all being face to face. But unfortunately, we are in the challenging times that we are, and I hope that you are all coping and that you're all well. Obviously, if things are getting on top of you, please do get in touch with your tutors, with your heads of year, and we will do everything we can to support you through this. As you can see from the title of my assembly, it is about new challenges, new goals. We've all faced challenges over the last year, and I wanted to kind of focus a little bit on that. Before I do that, though, as this is the first time that I've kind of spoken to you, I thought I would introduce myself a little bit. So this is who I am, or part of who I am. I am a father. I've got two sons. One who's in his first year at university now, and there's certainly some challenges there, and one who is in year 12. I'm a husband. I've been happily married for 23 years, and I'm a teacher, and I've been happily a teacher for 24 years. I'm a scout leader in the local community, and I am a Welsh rugby supporter. And I'll make it clear, I'm not actually Welsh, but my dad was Welsh. I was born in the 70s, and there was absolutely no way that, as his eldest son, I was going to support any other team other than Wales. And I don't mind that. I'm very proud to be a Wales supporter. Over the years, that has definitely been challenging at times. And I'm a keen walker. So I really enjoy walking both in the local community and further afield, particularly North Wales and the Lake District. Each of these kind of experiences, parts of my life, has given me challenges and opportunities. So it ties in quite nicely with the assembly. So why am I here? Why am I here at Belper School? But that, not from some kind of philosophical point of view. Why am I here on Earth? But why have I chosen this time to join this school? Well, certainly for a new adventure, to do something different. And I do believe that life should be full of adventure and having some fun as well. Certainly for some new challenges and some I know that I'm coming here to kind of experience new things. So that is going to be a challenge for me, and to set some new goals for myself as well. Something else that has attracted me to this post is the community of Belper itself. I do live in the community, and I think Belper is an absolutely fantastic place to live. And I really wanted to have the experience of working in education in the community as well. So that kind of is why I am here. And that kind of answer was what I gave to my friends, my colleagues, when they said to me, "So why are you leaving? Why are you leaving a school that you're very happy in?" And so, new adventures, new challenges. I'd been at my previous school for 9 years, and I was ready for something different. But new adventures and new challenges do have an element of risk to them. If my challenge is climbing a particular mountain, then there is definitely an element of risk to them. And there were certainly risks with me taking on the kind of challenge of even applying for the post. Some of those things that went through my head at that time was, what if I'm not good enough? What if I think I can do this job, but other people don't think that? What if I get an interview and then fall apart at the interview? And that has happened before to me. Completely fallen apart in interviews. What would my head teacher think of me going for this job? Would that affect the relationship that we have now? That kind of working relationship. Would that change the dynamics of where I am in my school if I didn't get that job? What if I did get it? How is that going to change my life? How is that going to affect my family? it's going to change everything. And I've moved different schools a number of times, and each time there are challenges. Each time there are changes. And of course, I was already in a good school. I was well established. So why change? Why take on a new challenge? Why leave friends and colleagues that I'm very, very happy and comfortable with? But really, it is about having this new adventure and new challenge. And I think we do have to challenge ourselves from time to time. And I think that if we don't, then we just stay in our comfort zone. We stay in this little bubble, and without challenging ourselves, we don't find out more about ourselves. We don't learn. We don't develop as individuals. And challenges and changes can bring about real significant differences in your life, real changes to your life as well. So, when I moved up to Belper 17 years ago, that was a real change in my life, but it brought about real positive experiences for both me and my family. And it was, yes, a risk, but a well calculated risk. It gave me the opportunity and my family the opportunity to meet new people, to learn more about who we were, and to really become part of the community as well. Now, of course, new adventures, new challenges, like I've mentioned a couple of times, do have risks. And I'm not here advocating that you challenge yourself in a way that is going to be overtly risky or dangerous. You always have to assess risk. And through the things that I've already said, you can see that I have asked those questions. And if the risk is too great, then you need to have a rethink. You're not going to put yourself at too much risk, but you do need to challenge yourself. I want to read a poem that kind of talks about a challenge, talks about perhaps going down a slightly different route to what everybody else is doing. And sometimes that's very difficult. Maybe in school you have a particular group of friends, but they do tend to get into trouble a little bit. Sometimes it's very difficult to take a different path. And, if you don't take that different path, then the path that you're on may lead to you getting into more difficulty. So it is quite a brave thing to do, to go down this different route. But this poem, The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost, I think really does talk about the need to go down a different route. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. So as I was reading that, I was looking up, obviously, and that is because that poem has actually been on my walls in my offices ever since I first had an office in my first job. I think taking that different path, the path that other people don't always take, that challenge, is a path that is going to lead to, or could lead to, some real differences in your life. So, new challenges and new goals. Of course, we are and we have been facing challenges for some time now due to the COVID-19. New ways of living, new ways of learning. You guys are doing incredibly well with your online, and staff are working so hard. We're learning about how to do these things, and a lot of that is going to help us develop as teachers as well. We've had new ways of shopping. Most shops have been closed. New ways of socializing, new ways of exercising. We've had to change habits. We've had to change plans. We've had to change how we celebrate special occasions. Most of us will have had a lockdown birthday where we haven't been able to celebrate it in the way that we wanted to. I suppose that brings me on to goals. These things that we haven't been able to do and the things that we're looking forward to doing, those are things about our future. And challenges and new goals come hand in hand. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to do in the short term when we're allowed to do things again? What are you looking forward to? Setting goals both in the short term and long term can really help to motivate you to keep going. Like I said, I'm a keen walker, but I can't get into the Peak District and I can't go to the North Wales and the Lake District to go and climb mountains at the moment. So what I've done is I've set myself a challenge for this year to walk 1,000 miles. So each day or each couple of days, I will go out for a walk just in the local community. And that feeling of getting out and walking really helps with my own kind of mental well-being. But having something that's going to motivate me throughout the rest of the year and keep me going with my walking is really, really important. So what do I want you to take from this assembly? Well, first of all, be prepared to try new things. Be prepared to take on some new challenges. And don't be afraid of failing. We learn so much from our mistakes. I've made plenty of mistakes, but I've learned so much from them. And it is important that we do learn from our mistakes. Set yourself goals to help motivate yourself. That might be something really simple, like you're going to cook one meal for your family during the week, or it could be something a lot bigger, linked with your future. Thinking about challenging yourself, that is going to create your future. Setting these goals is creating your future. So, those are the things that I really would like you to kind of think about and take away from this assembly. Thank you ever so much for listening. I'm really looking forward to meeting everybody, face to face, and hopefully, that won't be too far away. But take care and stay safe. Thank you.